How's it going, guys? Bobby here, and welcome to the next match of the Duel Terminal Championship Elimination Rounds. Infernoid versus Zing is up next. Zing completely dominated their match with Shadows, but I think they might have a bit more difficulty dealing with the power of Infernoid. Infernoid are a very, very powerful deck, and they haven't been inhibited by the ban list, save for a couple of copies of Reasoning. But other than that, they have a lot of recoverability as long as they can get their engine running. Zing are fast and floaty, but Infernoid can banish them off so that they can't keep floating. So it should be an interesting match. Another 2 Gen 3 decks. Let's get into the first game. Now, it's a pretty good start on both sides. Zing opened with the Jiaotou, we opened with the Decatron. It's looking pretty good. Jiaotou's coming down, he's going off. Boxia comes out, and we're going to activate Decatron to banish off the Chi Wen so he doesn't get any recursion from that. That's about the best we could hope for in that situation. We just got to get our engine running, really. We play the 1 copy of Reasoning, he calls the 4. Most likely he's going to hit the Raiden. He does hit the Raiden. Harmodic comes down, but he's got the 9 branches to stop that. I still don't know whether it's 9 pillars or 9 branches, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, we're going in for some damage now. Looks like Infernoid have a very, very strong start. Zing are having a hard time dealing with this. They go for the Dark Hole, but the Infernoid's going to tribute themselves off to banish their graveyard stuff. They didn't really get their engine running properly. We don't really have any way to deal with that. That has got a pretty powerful wall right there. Again, we're just going to tribute them off and start banishing things. Zing are on the back foot, but especially since the Infernoid can just recover so easily from grave without too much hassle. And that's it for game 1. Very strong for Infernoid there. Very, very powerful. Zing just could not keep up. Now, game 2, and Zing are going to start. Probably a good spot for Zing to start, but it's probably in Infernoid's best interest to go second anyway. They're a very aggressive deck. They get the Chi Wen out. They end with the Jiaotou. Raiden's going to mill a couple more for us. Jiaotou's going to go off. Boxia comes down, and that's going to try and clear our field out. The Atondal's going to get rid of that Chi Wen. But we're going to take some damage here. But it's not anything that we can't recover from. Decatron comes down. Gonna blow out that Zing creation. Onuku's gonna take out everything and hit him for 3k. That's even things up a bit. MST's gonna take out the Void Seer, but that still has a bit of utility in the graveyard, which it just used right there to save the Onuku from the Raigeki. Raiden comes down to start the milling again. Oh, Raiden hits the Pulau. Not strong enough to take it out. MST comes down. Onuku's going to negate that by tributing off the Raiden. Path comes out. Decided not to negate that by sacrificing Onuku. I didn't think it was worth it, frankly. Another Raiden comes down. More milling. We're kind of at a stalemate here. They're just floating too hard for me to get rid of them. But at the same time, our monsters are far too powerful for Zing to deal with. Raiden's gonna mill some more. Decatron comes down, spins that back. And the floating continues. The Chi Wen an attack, that's gonna be 1700. They're gonna go into a Herald of Arc Light. I think that is pretty much it for Zing in this game as well. They've run out of monsters to float into on their side. So that was a last-ditch attempt to survive, but they just could not pull through. So we're going to go into the bonus game, have a third one for funsies, and possible tiebreakers if it comes to that. It probably won't come to that, but just in case, you never... Well, I mean, there are no tiebreakers now, we're in the elimination rounds. They kind of mattered for the round robin, but not here. Infernoid going in very strong to start. And the Omega comes down to start recurring some of those banished cards. The Dark Hole comes out, but it's not really going to matter. The Omega's going to strip cards from his hand. The Chi-Wen comes out. And the Decatron comes out again. Spins that back row, and they're looking pretty worse for wear right now. Suwani. Omega takes the Suwani out. They're ending with a Jiaoto, but banish off that Jiaoto, and then they really don't have any way to recover from this. It's looking very, very bad for them. It's a complete stomping. It's a one-sided game, just like the last one was. In the same way that Yang Zing completely dominated Shadol's Infernoid completely dominated Yang Zing in that match. So, that's pretty much it for this game. Infernoid is the clear-cut winner here. Yang Zing just could not deal with their recursion, and Infernoid can deal with Yang Zing's floating, so in the end, Infernoid's ability was just too strong. So with that win, Yang Zing are out, and Infernoid's going to move on to the semi-finals, which is pretty exciting. They'll be coming up very soon. There's not very many games to get through, so this whole championship's not going to last too long now. We've done the hard yards. This has been a long time. We must have been doing this for about 6 months at this point, but it's coming to a close. So let me know who you think's going to win this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next game.
Everything changes.